What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ Review, here to give you guys another ranking. And this is a Jurassic Park ranking. And I'm wearing a shirt that definitely fits it. This is a shirt I got at Universal last year. It says Inaugural Park Guest. So, which is fitting for me because I saw the first Jurassic Park in theaters. Changed. It was one of those foundational movies for me that helped to make me a movie fan. Definitely I won't say that it changed my life, but it definitely kept me firmly onto that trajectory to become a movie geek. It was one of those movies that opened my eyes to what movie magic and movie creation can be. There are 6 Jurassic Park movies, 3 Jurassic Park movies, and 3 Jurassic World movies, making the entire franchise. We're going to start with number 6. Number 6, for me, is Jurassic Park 3. And I won't say this is a bad movie, but it just is the most basic. It's a movie that is not trying to tell a complex story. It's not even trying to tell much of a story at all. Concocts a reason to get a bunch of people on the island with Dr. Alan Grant, and then concocts a reason, or then it creates it's a journey story where they go from one set piece to another, one action sequence to another. The body count in this movie is very low. This is probably the most family friendly of all the Jurassic movies, and the Spinosaurus is definitely the centerpiece of this movie, which definitely rubbed me the wrong way because of the way it handled Rexy. So, not a bad movie, just felt kind of like it betrayed what Jurassic Park is. Number 5 is The Lost World Jurassic Park. I read the book before I saw this movie, so this movie came out, I think, in 97. Maybe it was 98. I think it was 97. It came out in 97, and I had read the book before I went to see it, and I had such high hopes for what this movie was going to be. Dachshund was a main player in the book, and the movie just ended up being nothing like the book at all. There was a couple set pieces that were clearly inspired from the book, but other than that, there just wasn't much there. It was a completely different story, and for that reason, it just really left a bad taste in my mouth, and I've never really gotten over that bad taste. Now, the set pieces are a lot of fun, especially the sequence with the RV. Love Jeff Goldblum hamming it up and doing his Jeff Goldblum shtick. This movie is better than Jurassic Park 3, but for me, it's still one of the worst of the franchise. It just didn't give me enough wonder and awe. It just gave me a bunch of Jeff Goldblum being Jeff Goldblum and some great set pieces. So, it's number 5. Number 4 is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. This movie took a lot of risk, and I respect it for taking the risk. It tried to tell a darker story. For the first time, it took the action off the island. It wasn't on Nublar or Sorna. It took it off the island and did something completely different with it. The back half of the movie is basically a haunted house movie with a dinosaur instead of a ghost. The Indoraptor was cool, but at the end of the day, the Indoraptor also didn't give me enough to really latch onto it as a real villain. This is the movie that turned Blue into a superhero, and there's some good that came with that, and there was some bad that came with that. Overall, I respect this movie for swinging for the fences, especially with that gutsy ending, but it just didn't quite reach the heights of the top movies on this list. Number 3 is Jurassic World Dominion. Now, I can say that Fallen Kingdom had this great ending that changed what Jurassic Park was going to be. We were going to now have a globe-trotting adventure. And in Dominion, we didn't really get that. We got some globe-trotting, but most of it was centered basically in another park again. It was in a preserve, but basically we got another Jurassic Park movie. And I kind of gave it some negative notches because of that. But bringing together the original cast with the new cast, I'm a sucker for nostalgia. I love seeing Alan Grant. I loved seeing Ellie Sattler. Love seeing Malcolm. Love seeing them all back, and not just as cameos, but as an integral part to the storyline. The Dachshund character is one that I do have a lot of nostalgia for because I read the book when I was a lot younger, the Lost World book when I was a lot younger, and I was very excited about having him back. And for the most part, I feel like they captured what I would want that character to be. Um, Chris Pratt storyline, I felt that they picked up those threads from Fallen Kingdom, and I feel like they did everything with it that they could have. I feel like there's a little bit of retconning that happened in this movie with Maisie and what her history is. But overall, I had a lot of fun with this movie. And that's why I go see movies, is to have fun. And I got a lot of joy out of seeing these two cast together. I got a lot of joy out of seeing the dinosaur action. And I just had a really good time with it. So I know I might be in the minority with that because I've heard a lot of people didn't like Dominion, but I really did like Dominion. So it's number 3. Number 2 is Jurassic World. Jurassic World, for me, is the Jurassic Park franchise movie that most captured the awe and wonder of dinosaurs, other than the first movie. Dinosaurs were amazing again. We had this park that was fully functional and operational, and people were in wonder with what these things were. I was in wonder with what these things were, and part of that could be just the nostalgia that they had, the score that they used. I thought this was a phenomenal ode, a phenomenal I thought they did a great job of why am I not thinking of the word? I thought that they did a great job of honoring the first Jurassic Park with this. The Indominus Rex was a great bad guy. Owen was a great hero. It was a little silly watching him ride the bike through the woods with the raptors, but it was fun. It was fun, and I felt that wonder that I had when I was a little kid watching Jurassic Park for the first time. When Claire has the flare and she's being chased by Rexy, and at the end the fight with Rexy and Blue versus the Indominus, I loved it. Just so much fun. Such a good movie. All right. But the first one obviously is the first Jurassic Park. It's a masterclass in filmmaking. CGI still holds up today. The story still holds up today. This is movie magic at its best. Steven Spielberg knocked this one out of the park. It's probably my second favorite Spielberg movie behind Jaws. I just can't say enough good things about this movie. The score is phenomenal. The characters are timeless. This is nearly a perfect movie. So, that is my ranking of the Jurassic Park movies. What is your ranking? How would you rank these movies? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there commenting, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for joining me here at the LQ Review. Until next time, we'll see you later.